Hi, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Books and Beaches. So I cannot believe it is time for this already, but it is time to take a look at some of the books that I am interested that are coming out in the month of March. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe we are almost at the end of February and that it is time to look at this, but where is 2023 going? I don't know. But considering we've gotten some pretty snowy weather lately, I am just counting down the days till April and spring break. And get excited because that means there are some more books and beaches in the beaches name of my content coming. So stay tuned. But for now, let's talk about what books I'm looking forward to that are coming out in March. So I've got my computer here with me, so forgive me if I'm kind of glancing down a little bit, but I'm going to start off with March 7th. And there are 3 different books coming out March 7th that I'm looking forward to. The first one is Gone Again by Mika Kent. I have read books by Mika Kent before and quite enjoyed them. Actually, I think Unmissing was one of my favorite books of last year. And so this one, as I pull it up here, and of course my computer's going to be slow when I want to do this, but Gone Again, and actually, now that I think about it, I think I have an arc of this one. Let me just pull it up here. It says, in this novel of escalating fear and suspense, a secret from a woman's path unearths a lifetime of lies. How long can she run from the past? Ooh, I really enjoyed the other Mika Kent book that I read for just kind of pulling you into different timelines and the connections that it made. So I am really hoping that this one kind of does the same. And yeah, so that'll be coming out on March 7th. And ooh, it's only 239 pages, so not too bad. The next one that I'm looking forward to coming out on March 7th is What Have We Done by Alex Finley. I am super excited because I do have an arc of this one. And I have liked what else he has put out in the past. I think his first book was one of my favorites. But this one says, and I love this kind of like catchphrase that it's got, a stay-at-home mom with a past, a has-been rock star with a habit, a reality TV producer with a debt, 3 disparate lives, 1 deadly secret. So now I'm automatically thinking, like, how are these all connected? So super excited for that one to come out. I have not read my arc yet because I was kind of waiting more till the end of February to get closer, but now that I think about it, I should probably pick it up soon. So and then the last one coming out on the 7th is Missing Clarissa, and this is by Ripley Jones, I believe. Let me just, Ripley Jones. And I do believe I actually have an arc of this one too. I was getting really lucky with the arcs coming out in March. And this one is more YA, and I believe this is kind of what gripped me when I was looking at it on NetGalley. It said, in a gripping novel, perfect for fans of Sadie and a Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I really enjoyed the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. 3rd one, yeah. But the first one was really good. And actually, you can see up here, Killjoy, that's like the prequel to Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So that kind of hooked me. But this one says, 2 best friends start a true crime podcast. Love a good podcast element. Only to realize they may have helped a killer in the process. I don't want to read too much more than that, but sounds super interesting. Once again, I have not picked up my arc of that because I was waiting. I think I know what I'm probably going to be doing this weekend is getting some of these arcs in, but super excited for March 7th. So those are the 3 coming out on March 7th. The next 2 that I have come out on March 14th. The very first one is Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, and this is by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I have really enjoyed the things that I have read by her before. She wrote Dial A for Aunties, and I think those books are hilarious, especially for a book about murder. They're just super funny, and I think the audiobooks were great. Oh, and this one's got some really great reviews out on Goodreads so far. It says, a lonely shopkeeper takes it upon herself to solve a murder in the most peculiar way. I'm like, Okay. It says she's a little old lady, a lady of a certain age, who lives above her forgotten tea shop in the middle of San Francisco's Chinatown. Despite living alone, Vera is not needy. Oh no. She likes nothing more than sipping a good cup of oolong and doing some healthy detective work on the internet about what her Gen Z son is up to. I love that. And then it says she goes downstairs to find a very curious thing, a dead man in the middle of her tea shop. And so I don't want to read too more, but I can only imagine. And that's what I kind of like about this author's stories is there is usually murder involved, but there is a lot of humor involved with it as well. So I'm looking forward to that one coming out on the 14th. And the next one, and this one, I don't even remember where I heard about it exactly. When I put together these videos, I try to do some research to hopefully find books that we're not all hearing about. Obviously, you're never going to get away from like the super popular ones, but I like to see what else I can find. And I believe this one is YA, and it's called Burying Ava Flores. This is by Jennifer Alsever. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but it says, everyone thinks I killed Ava Flores. Sure, I hated how everyone was over the moon about Ava's stupid TikTok fame. So I love that like relatable connection. And I suppose I got a little bit carried away with vengeance after the girl tried to ruin my life. Ooh. So, but I'm gonna kind of skip through this here, but the whole thing is far more complicated than you'd think. So what happened to the horribly obnoxious Ava Flores at the end of the school year? I really can't say. So I'm like, ooh, all right. So that one is also coming out on March 14th. And like I said, I didn't really know about that one until I kind of started doing my research. And then the last couple come out on March 21st. And the first one is actually by Sarah Penner, who wrote The Lost Apothecary, which I remember enjoying. I do believe we did it for our book club either last year or the year before. And I remember liking it. Wasn't like an over-the-top love, but I did like it. And so I saw that she has got a new book coming out, like I said, on the 21st. And this is the London Seance Society. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. It says it's a spellbinding tale about two daring women who hunt for truth and justice in the perilous art of conjuring the dead. I was like, okay. Now, unlike The Lost Apothecary, which was told between two different timelines, I believe this one is strictly told in one, and it looks like that's going to be 1873. So, but it is in Paris. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but it definitely could be a good book to come up with. And obviously I'm going to link the cover here. It is gorgeous, as was The Lost Apothecary. So whoever her cover artist is, great. But like I said, that one's coming out on March 21st. And then the final one that I want to talk about today, and this was another one that I didn't know much about until I started doing some research about what was coming out in March, is How I'll Kill You by Ren DiStefano. Get that right. And it says, your next stay up all night thriller about identical triplets who have a nasty habit of killing their boyfriends. And what happens when the youngest commits their worst crime yet, falling in love with her mark. So the little tagline here, make him want you, make him love you, make him dead. So I can't even remember where I realized or where I learned about this one, but I was like, that sounds fantastic and right up my alley. Obviously, I love a good thriller. So really looking forward to that one coming out on the 21st as well. And according to my research, I couldn't find anything coming out on March 28th. That doesn't mean that there aren't some books coming out. And I am sure I am probably missing several other good books coming out in March. I think 2023 is going to be a great year for book releases. These were just the couple that stood out to me as I started looking through what I had already received as ARCs and then what I saw in my research. So are there any books that you know of that are coming out in March that you definitely think we should take a look at? Feel free to leave those in the comments below. As always, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.